It was in 2008 when Pastors Antonio Hernandez and his wife Ingrid Gomez Hernandez began the journey of fulfilling God's purpose in their lives and in the church in their charge. Palabra en Acción Pachaj. It started in June of the same year as a family group, beginning with the first promotion of a course named Academia de Obreras, and 6 people, including the pastors, were equipped. In September, the family group was already being named as a church. In February of 2009, we were inaugurating the current church with 300 people celebrating God's fidelity to the call of our pastors. In 2010, the unexpected happened. In our new facilities, we begin to lose members after growing in a supernatural way. And one by one, they stopped congregating. God allowed us to touch the bottom just to gain strength and go higher. In 2011, we started to grow again. In 2012, we once again have a new challenge to remodel the altar, believing that God was going to open doors in the media. Then comes the TV program Healing God's Desire for Your Life. What we were believing happened, because by His grace and favor, today we have 6 TV cable companies that transmit our services and the preaching of our pastor Antonio Hernandez. In 2013, we gave rise to another prophetic word that God gave from the beginning of our church, that our worship team was going to record the first record production with the support of Miel San Marcos. In November, this promise was given birth. In 2014, we went through a tour to El Salvador and Costa Rica, seeing many signs, miracles, and testimonies of the people who received something from God in all the places where we performed, publicized in a record production entitled Everything About You. At the end of this year, God begins to stir up the heart of our pastor again, and the dreams of buying our own land arises. 6 years elapsed from God called us as a church. From the beginning, Jesus Christ has been our guide. Our programs, social help, media, children's ministry, youth team, and worship ministry. Our project. Today we are going towards the promise day by day. I have given you every place in which your sole of your foot treads, just as I promised to Moses. Joshua 1:3. Today we can all be part. Bring your offering, and together we reach a promise. It was not a small lot like the one we thought or wanted. God gave us a very large lot of 22,500 square meters, in which another dream begins. And it is to build an auditorium for 3,000 people and a convention center at the service of our community, San Francisco el Alto. Naming this place Family Health Center. This said of a series of unexpected and very unpleasant events, will our auditorium caught fire, leaving us the loss of a large part of our audio and video equipment. Then our worship team crashes on the way to ministry to a youth congress in the capital city. Our pastor and his 2 children also collide when they were hit by a heavy truck. Then, the health of the entire pastoral family was greatly affected by different diseases. Despite all this, we continue in the work that God entrusted us. And in July 2016, we were once again celebrating God's fidelity by having remodeled our altar for the third time and recording our second album fully live entitled The Honor to You. At the end of the same year, God once again disturbed the heart of the pastor, saying that it was time to transition from Palabra en Acción Pachá to Iglesia Sanidades, God's desire for your life. At the beginning of 2017, God confirmed this word and tells him that it's the time to expand it once more and to open a new church in the center of San Francisco el Alto. In August, we met 125 people inaugurating Sanidades San Francisco el Alto. In 2018, it was again another bitter pill to swallow, losing many of our members for different reasons. In 2019, we understand that the number 10 is the meaning of divine order, and that everything we have gone through in all this year was to order our ministry and our lives, since without order there is no growth, and here we are standing. Seeing the goodness and fidelity of God in each project that He entrusts into our hands, in the middle of the same year, God spoke to our pastor again to begin to build the first phase of our Family Healing Center, which began on September 28th. It was opened on December 25th of the same year, and it was inaugurated on January 25th of 2020. Do you know where is it? Healings, God's desire for your life. Presents the Family Center, a place where there's not a lot of nature, and you can enjoy this with your family. Yes, a lot of services, including a soccer field, is a small basketball field, trails between the forest, and recreational areas for children, athletics track of approximately 400 linear meters. But where is this place? Is San Francisco el Alto, Totonicapán, Guatemala, Central America. In February 2020, our altar is remodeled for the fourth time in Sanidades Pachá. A month later, the churches are closed due to the presidential regulations. But God is not affected by a work crisis, because He is the great I am, and in the middle of the pandemic we begin to dream again. Well, only those who are filled with the Holy Spirit see more of the circumstances and continue dreaming, and one of them is our pastor Antonio Hernandez, who in April 2020 receives the construction plans of what will be our family center, and here we are presenting it to you, so in that way you can dream with us and be part of the river of God called Sanidades, God's desire for your life. 2021. Prayer rooms. Children classroom and biblical studies area. Greater auditorium. Lobby. Minor auditorium, phase 2. Phase 3, Greater Auditorium. Healings, God's desire for your life. You can make your donations at Iglesia Sanidades in San Francisco del Alto, Guatemala. Jesus wanted to change your life, your finances, your life, and all your circumstances. Contact us at Facebook at Iglesia Sanidades or a page Iglesia Sanidades, and also you can see our phone number on screen.